Welcome back. Well, if you're like me and everybody out there, you have some high quality firearms, you want to protect them, you want to make sure they function flawlessly. Well, look no further than Sentry Solutions. I'm here with Mark. Mark, tell us about Sentry Solutions.
Sentry Solutions developed a line of oil-free gun and gear care products. We realized years ago that the big issue with gun care is the fact that oil is busy attracting and holding residues and dirt even when guns aren't even being used. This demonstration here simply shows that because the products work when they're dry, they don't attract and hold the dirt, they don't thicken in the cold, they don't thin out in the heat. And unlike oils, when you have your valuables set up in storage, they're not going to attract and hold dirt, and they're not going to be affected by gravity. That is bonded protection. The lubrication is comparable to anything else on the market, but it does lubricate and protect when it's dry. That's the major difference. And by using that, we actually have a non-stick lubricating barrier on the firearm surfaces between any of the residues from firing, any fouling, so cleaning becomes as simple as just brushing off. We virtually eliminate the use of solvents.
And I've seen that, and that is amazing how clean and how perfectly these things shoot after many, many rounds.
Exactly, because they're not busy attracting and holding the dirt. Any of the residues, normally that's what you'll find causing malfunctions. So you're always fighting that battle. You have to put oil, that seems to be what the market is always focused on, and the reality is it's causing a lot of headaches for people.
Right, well, that oil, not only does it attract the dirt, but it does have a little bit of thickness to it. And that obviously after a while that's going to cause problems.
Well, it can, because it's busy tracking and holding the dirt, and ultimately that's what causes the problem. First, as you can see in our little sandbox here, the oil attracts the dirt, and then the dirt actually absorbs the oil off the surface, and you get the kitty litter effect of little clumps of sand actually being in the working mechanisms that is going to cause a malfunction.
And that's got to be devastating to a firearm.
Well, it'll bring a weapon to, seizure.
You have two different types of lubricants here, too. And you put these in the dry sand, you pick it up, there's nothing on it at all.
Right. There's actually our Smooth Coat product is our mainline dry film lubricant for firearms. This goes on all the interior surfaces, including the bore. It's a mixture of lubricants in an alcohol carrier. The carrier puts the active ingredients on the surface, then evaporates off and leaves a dry bonded film. That is that non-stick lubricating film. You can maintain the accuracy of a bore over a greater number of rounds simply because you're not having the fouling build up. Because it's a smoother surface that the bullet is traveling over, there's less friction. Less friction means less heat, and smoother just means you're going to get less fouling. The fouling can't adhere because of that non-stick barrier. We also have our Tough Glide product, our Tough Cloth and our Tough Glide. These are a lot more versatile than the Smooth Coat. Smooth Coat is really designed specifically for firearms. Tough Cloth and Tough Glide, while they were designed for firearms, they get used on knives, tools, fishing tackle, collectibles, and that. In fact, during the war, we had about 80,000 troops using these products in place of the military-issue gun oil, and the major benefit was demonstrated in our sandbox here. These have a different chemistry than the Smooth Coat product, a mixture of dry film corrosion inhibitors and lubricants in a mineral spirits carrier. The mineral spirits provides cleaning, transfers the active ingredients to the surface, then it evaporates off, and you've got a dry bonded film that will lubricate and protect, as is shown in this little aquarium here.
And now, with the Tough Cloth in those little packs, that makes it just so simple to...
Yeah, that's a resealable bag. The fabric we start with is a lint-free, woven, heavy duty, so unlike the flannel cloths that a lot of our competitors use, you're not going to be leaving any lint behind on a parkerized surface, and these things are really long lasting. A lot of people can't believe they'll still be using the same Tough Cloth a few years later.
And actually, I didn't know they were reusable when I first saw them.
Yeah, well, there's a zipper in the pouch, and we're also making them available in jars, because gunsmiths were asking for something that they could use on their gun bench and have easy access to and a positive closure. So.
Now, Mark, as you were saying, we're looking at this aquarium here. You've actually got a knife and a 1911.
Yeah, 1911. This is my personal Benchmade. It's a high carbon steel knife, which makes it great for holding a fantastic edge. The high carbon steel content is going to cause rust when it's exposed to this kind of an environment or even just humidity. Some people don't appreciate when you have a pocket knife, for everyday carry. During the summer months, you get a lot of condensation and sweat building up. You want to have that protected. Oil doesn't do such a good job because gravity's busy affecting it, and it's being taken off either by your clothing or every time you cut something. And the 1911 slide, that's a Series 70 1911. It does have a blued protective surface, but people ask us, if I can use it on high carbon steel, can I also use the tough cloth on blued steel? You can use our products on virtually any type of finish. We've yet to find one that it doesn't work well on.
Well, that, talking about the knives, that's an excellent way to actually store a knife too. A lot of people store their high-quality knives. They put them in their sheath. Whether you oil them or not, that sheath can collect moisture, and that'll make your blade rust.
It always will. And our products are maintenance items. It's not a one-use product that puts down a permanent film. As most people understand, every finish on a firearm is just that, and you can wear any finish off, whether it's holster wear or just over time. But our products will protect that finish, and it'll protect any metal from wear, corrosion, and friction. Two of our most popular products are the Tough Cloths, and people ask us, what's the difference between the Tough Cloth and the Marine? Well, the difference is mainly the fact that Marine was developed at the request of Navy SEALs to provide durable protection in saltwater environments and extreme conditions such as jungle use. And so what we did was we reformulated the Tough Cloth formula, which on this you could probably see that there is a film of protection here. This is unwiped portion of the blade, and then this is Marine Tough Cloth, and it puts down a substantially heavier film. In both cases, you can actually buff off the excess to restore the shine without removing all of the protection, because again, we're looking for the active ingredients to literally bond to the pores in the metal.
Right. So after you do buff this, you still have the same protection qualities?
Certainly a thicker film is going to give you a more durable level of protection, but some people object to that, But if you are underwater, you don't really care about what it looks like. If you're on marine patrol and you're constantly in the surf, you don't care what your gun looks like so much as that it's protected.
It functions.
And it absolutely will function.
Well, Mark, right now I know you've got the attention of all of our viewers. They want to know how they can get some more information so they can protect their firearms or any of their metal products at home. How can they get some more information on Sentry?
Well, our website, www.sentry, S-E-N-T-R-Y, solutions.com, has full information. And the best deal on our products is usually found at your local stores, but it is also available online through our website. But always check with your local stores first.
Well, there you go. Easy enough. Hey, Mark, thanks so much for being on the show.
Appreciate it, Bob. Thank you.